Alright, here's the next adventure. I'm not going to say what this one is. I'm just going to start going. And really cool project, but we're going to kind of, going to be a surprise. I can't really see my lines. I do have a circle around that. It's going to be, I need to make 4 of these flanges. So, yeah, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with drilling a 1/4-inch hole and mounting my homemade plasma guide. We're going to cut the outside circle, then we'll cut the inside circle, or octagon, or that. Alright, so it's a good idea when you're cutting, before you get to your end and the whole thing falls down, this side will start to drag, or droop, sorry. Clamp your end so it'll hold it right up until the last minute before it falls out. Just a thought. Alright, 1 down, 3 more to go. Yeah. So the other thing you can do, if you don't want to clamp it, you can just do a small stitch that will maintain it in place until you're ready to drop it off. Alright, got them all cut out. Now I'm going to go ahead and I had a little arrow and a little arrow. I'm going to line those back up, use my transfer punch my holes so that way the flange is all made up. So yeah, let's get into that. Here we go. And for those that don't know what a transfer punch is, basically it's a larger diameter that matches the hole that you're doing. So it perfectly centers that hole, so I can match that bolt pattern exactly. Yep. And here is the best argument ever for using a transfer punch. All 8 holes, not a single one I had to ream or align. All the bolts just dropped right in. I was able to weld the nut certs in. So we got all our nut certs ready to go. These aren't welded because this is going to be different, but that one's going to be welded. And I got my tube made, 2 halves because I can't bend a full 360 in the brake. And we're going to go ahead and weld this up. Actually, we're going to get the other flange on, and then we're going to weld this up and get it ready to go. All right, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and bolt my 2 flanges on and then bring the machine down and show you what we're actually doing with this little thing. And it's a nice brisk 10 degrees right now, but the sun's shining. It's gorgeous. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, so this is what we got. This land locomotive, snowblower, beast of a unit. Problem is, chute just barely clears a triaxle bed. So I'm gonna give this a lift kit and make it so it can shoot right into a triaxle. So, I don't know if you can see it. There's my mark. You can see my mark. I'm gonna cut it off right there, put a flange on the bottom, put a flange on the top, bolt that piece in the middle. The top piece is gonna make it so it hinges. Not right now because it's gotta get to work, but then it'll be able to lay over so we can put it on a low boy and travel it to wherever we need to travel and not have to worry about hitting bridges and crap. So anyway, yeah, let's get this top cut off. And I'm sure there's some of you out there that have already figured out just by looking at that what I was doing. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Well, I didn't die. All right, so I got her tacked in place right now. Basically, I measured 4 inches off of this lower ring, so I'm perfectly concentric with that ring, so I'll be vertical. I'm gonna go ahead and finish welding her up, and then we can bolt her on. So yeah, let's get to burning. All right, welded up and bolted on. Good to go. Let me show you something. I pulled the rotation motor off so I can easier access everything. So make sure you get your orientation right. This side up, and then chute's going this way. That way it doesn't wind up aiming straight at the cab. It aims here, goes around, and aims over here. Because there is a stop. The chain doesn't go all the way around, so it only has like a, I don't know, 270 degree turn or something like that. So yeah, we have our orientation. We're gonna go ahead and weld our flange on our schnozzle. Yeah. All right, so they decided we had a little bit of time to do some hinges, so I went ahead and cranked out some hinges, and we have it lined up. I have a piece of all thread in it right now, so they're in perfect phase, and I don't have to worry about binding. So we're gonna go ahead and weld that on there, tack it on the top, make sure everything functions good, and then we're gonna unbolt that and weld it on that. Yeah. All right, so that's a win. So let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and take it apart and weld that bad chicken on there. All right. And actually this video is getting pretty long, so I'm gonna go ahead and split it in two. We're gonna end it right now, and then the second one I'll get everything all mounted up with the hydro and all that good happy stuff. So as of for right now, this video's done.